Yo, what's up, everybody? ChowderBoy was coming at you here. We just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for all the support that we've received on all the social media platforms. It's been absolutely insane. Carry on sharing, carry on watching. Promise you guys there's bigger stuff coming soon. I just want to let you guys know before the episode starts that we're trying something a little bit different. We're going to do an audio-only podcast, and let us know in the comments if you guys dig it, if you don't. If you do, we'll continue with it, and if you don't, then we'll go back to video. And just keep your eyes out for Spotify and Apple Podcasts coming to you soon. Enjoy the episode. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chowder Boys podcast. I think this is episode 8. I got one person here to my left and another 2 to my right. Oaks.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, what's up? It's your favorite baby. Let's get it.
What?
It's your favorite baby.
I don't know why. Okay, that's very interesting because I'm pretty sure that Libs is the favorite.
What?
I'm pretty sure Libs is
Libs has a Stan
I
account.
raised Libs.
Libs actually has a Stan account.
He has a
It's the
Stan
Chowder
account.
Boys podcast account on TikTok.
I raised them. You have to tell them. I raised you. From the beginning.
No,
You hear?
shame. No, but
I raised you. No, tell them. Listen to him.
Because I got my license before this guy, and he's still gonna say, he's still gonna say he raised me.
I wanted him
just
to get
love
his
to
license
lie.
first, so like he wouldn't be like intimidated by my license. You feel me? So yeah, I wanted to
You
wait.
got your
after.
license yesterday.
Mate, when did you get your license?
Time
Because
ago,
this
guys,
nigga's a
time
year
ago.
younger than us.
Time ago.
Don't ever say time ago. You still have that paper thing, boy.
6-month expiry, guys. 6-month expiry. But yeah, welcome back to the podcast, guys. Thank you for joining us again. Like, subscribe, do the whole shebang should do. But yeah, can I open us up with the story? I have stories. I have so many stories that I need to tell you, Oaks, but it's fine. I'll start you guys off with one. So there was a time when we went to this house party, and we were with, I can't remember who, but it was like some of the other Chowder boys. I think Libs actually might have been there. So we had this party. It's cool. We cooling, it's a chillers. And then this Uber driver comes to pick us up, and guess what this nigga says to us before we leave? Guess what he says? The last thing you'd ever think an Uber driver would say to you. Guess. I'll give you each a guess. 5 seconds.
Was this the time that he was rocking with Libs?
Nope.
No.
When was this?
This was like maybe 3 weeks ago. It happened maybe about 3 weeks ago.
So it's this year.
Yeah, it was recent.
And you're also coming from where?
From a house. We're leaving a house, but before we left that house, he asked me to do something.
He
Guess
asked you
what?
to do something.
Yeah,
Ask
guess.
you to do something.
Did he ask you for more pee?
Nope.
Did you ask you for weed?
No, he asked to take a shit, dog.
In the house?
In the house.
Dude, and this isn't even my house. Like, this isn't my house. It's none of our houses. It's one of our other boys that we went to go see, dude. And he asked to take a shit in the bathroom, bro.
But like, how did he say it?
No, he was like, hey, dude, I feel bad. But he came out and he was like, hey, Posa, my stomach, hey, maybe I ate something at lunch. I don't know what I ate. And he's doing this to his stomach. So I'm like, okay, so what do you want us to do? Like, do you want to, stop at the garage and get like, or whatever the fuck. He's like, nah, when it looks is his toilet. So he's like, can I please use the toilet? And I'm like, oh, okay, let me ask. So I go in and I ask, I'm like, yo, can this Uber driver take a shit? And the guy looks at me, he's like, yeah, boy, I'm like, no, for real, there's an Uber driver that wants to take a shit outside. And it was like, yeah, cool. Then yeah, he took a shit. We heard it from outside, like it was fucking.
Oh, you guys allowed to?
Yeah, straight. He was gonna shit himself while we were driving. Do you know how awkward that was gonna be? Uber driver shitting himself, dude. So yeah, Uber driver asked to use a bathroom, came back in, car smelled outrageous, but yeah, it was just one of those things, man. One of those things, dude. But I always have some crazy experiences with Uber drivers. I don't know why.
I've also had a few mad experiences.
Random out.
So I don't want to drop this nigga's name, but you'll beep it out, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Beep it out. So I've got to make. Nah.
Yeah.
Went to Madison's. We got there and these niggas got bounced. So we're obviously younger than 18. We're still in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've got a nigga that's fucked up and he's just swearing at everyone. Swearing at the Uber driver, swearing at niggas outside. He's just hacked.
Yeah.
And he starts like spitting out the window. Then he spits in the nigga's car now.
Oh.
This nigga stops at McDonald's. He's like, I need you guys to order a new Uber. Like, I can't have your mate spitting in my car. So I'm like,
Fair
yeah,
enough,
no,
though.
that's
Fair
fair.
enough.
Yeah, because that's long, dude.
So me and AV get out the car. Q's sitting there in the back seat, and he's sitting there, straight face, not looking at anyone. And I was just like, Q, please get out the car.
Niggas
Let's-
on
We don't
issue.
we don't need
Niggas
any
on
problems
issue.
tonight. You know what this nigga does after that?
He stayed, man. He stayed
No.
in the car.
He stays for a bit. He takes his time, gets out the car, then he looks at the driver and says, I fuck you then.
No.
Slams his door.
Slams the door as well.
Slams the door.
Dude,
He's a
what
madman
time is it? I'm
outside,
sure it's
man.
late at
Wait,
night
this is
as
like
well.
midnight. It's like midnight.
Dude.
So then these niggas are about to square up. So I grab Q, I take him towards McDonald's because this is in the parking lot.
Yeah.
The Novella's busy apologizing to the guy, apologizing.
Yeah.
Q sidesteps me, runs back to
This
the
is all
driver.
Wally Snake as well.
Mate, fucked. Knocks on the Uber driver's window, says, Wagwan.
No.
The nigga gets out the car, goes to the boots, takes out a shotgun.
You're lying.
Oh,
There's no way.
Jesus Christ.
Shotgun.
I swear to
Takes
God,
out
I'll
a
cry.
shotgun.
Dude,
Takes
you
out
know
a
this is
shotgun.
like a felony. Like that's a crime, dude. That's intimidation with the weapon. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, mate. Pulled up with the shotgun. I just see Q coming, running around the corner. Say, it's bomb, niggas. So we turned around and we all ran, mate. We all ran, and luckily there were feds in the drive-thru. So then we felt more comfortable.
What the a shotgun?
Mad scenes. Mad scenes.
I'd actually freeze.
No, I would
lie.
freeze.
Dude,
Like,
this
I
is
wouldn't know
too
what to do.
No,
A shotgun.
That-
you
you're
run
blowing
there,
my
Oaks.
mind.
There's nothing else you can do.
Oaks say
No
run,
freezing.
I'd be
Niggas,
Never.
like it's long.
Shotgun.
I wouldn't
Running.
move.
You're running. You're
You
lying.
know.
I don't hope to run.
Lying.
A whole
I
shotgun.
cover what fear does to me. I would be like, us.
But also, deep in there, are you outrunning a bullet? Never.
No, you never run.
So it's all the same. Whether you hear, you hear.
But mate, it's a shotgun. So it's not like it has that range.
No, but
Hey,
it
no.
it
But it
doesn't have range, but it has
still fetch
what's
you.
the thing? Like if you being shot by a shotgun and
Yeah,
being shot by a
shot by-
pistol is two different things.
They
dog.
run like this.
A shotgun has bullets, and then the bullets have like shrapnel that come out.
I know that answer.
Flip
That
That's
shrapnel is
insane, dude.
deeper,
That's
blood.
crazy.
That is the well. I saw these niggas running, and in no way I'm gonna be the last nigga.
exactly. That's the
I
thing.
started running too.
Dude, this reminds me, we're in Cape Town now, and so we're at a homie's place in Cape Town, dude. So we get there, away, we drop off our bags. Now we're like, okay, let's go into the city. You know what I mean? We're gonna link up with you guys. We're coming to Campus Key to see you, dude. Now when we walk into the Uber, Oak see a dog on the balcony, bro. Oak see a dog on the balcony, but the balcony is like not high, like it's pretty low, so the dog can jump over. Now this dog goes, oh. Oaks are like, yeah. I'm like, nah, Oaks, I'm running if this thing jumps up again. Oaks are like, nah, boss, relax. The dog won't come out. It goes, ooh. I start running. Niggas start running as well, straight to the Uber, blood. The Uber's like, yo, what the fuck? Am I being jumped? Nah. Oaks are running away from the fucking a dog that was on the fucking balcony.
Mate,
dude.
that actually reminds me. So this is a pretty long story. A lot was happening. So essentially, this was remember when Chowder Gang,
MKC,
Sure. I
What?
think I know
Who's
the
knuckle
story.
niggas?
I think I know the story.
Yeah, this is when we still had beef though.
Yeah.
But we went out, Reese and Plates party, and a nigga named Ndendwa decided to get absolutely
Oh, you got hammered,
fucked.
You got hammered.
He was pissed. So when we leave this party, order Uber van, because it's gang of us now.
For sure.
As soon as the Uber gets there, open the door, this nigga vomits in the Uber. Before he even gets inside the Uber, he vomits in it.
Dude, just how old were you?
When was that?
Grade. I want to say grade 9.
It's insane. Oaks are 15.
Grade 9.
Niggas.
Grade 10. one of the two.
Oaks are 15.
No, I couldn't have been grade 10. So there's grade 8, grade 9.
It was grade
Yeah.
9. That party wasn't grade 9, actually.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
So now we order another Uber. He does the exact same thing. Vomits before he gets in the car. So now when we call the third Uber, as soon as the driver gets there, we explain to him that, yo, this nigga, he's fucked out of his mind. This is our third Uber we're calling now. If it does any damage in the Uber, we'll pay
We'll
for
pay,
it.
yeah,
We'll hook you
car
up.
wash,
But
whatever,
please
yeah.
just get us home. This nigga's just been vomiting the whole time. So we ask him to stop at McDonald's, give him nuggets, he vomits.
The nuggets came straight back out.
No, but why would you guys give a blacked out nigga?
Me, I
food?
said, let him starve.
Yeah, dude, you wake up in the morning hungry.
Oh, let him starve.
Once.
Okay, just wait.
Oh, it's
So
gonna
I'm
get
like,
worse.
there's no ways I'm walking into my mother's house with this nigga fucked
Yeah,
up
yeah,
like
for
this.
sure,
So
for
go to
sure.
the park. and this nigga starts vomiting his stomach acid.
Stomach acid?
No, at
Yes,
this point
mate.
it's starting to get deep.
No, like it is getting
deeper.
It is too mad, bro. He was vomiting his like he had nothing else to vomit.
But you know, that's deeper though.
This is
Like,
traumatizing.
That can actually burn your esophagus.
yeah,
you
bro,
can
it
suck
is
like that.
mad. I was like, Ox, let's take him to hospital. Like, we'll get in trouble with our rents, whatever. But this nigga can't die.
Niggas were
when
swapping. Like
Niggas
everyone
were
was like, no, it's my
Everyone
friends
said
can't find
nah.
out like this.
Wait.
One man, I was the only one that's saying, Ox, we have to.
I called my older sister. I was like, nah, if we're gonna go down, let me at least get
How
an
can you
adult to come
tough
help
though?
us.
And niggas vomiting stomach
No,
acid
but,
and you tough.
but
That's
think
not
about
even the
it.
maddest part.
No, but think about it though as well. What we grade 9, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never getting caught like that. Never.
Mate, but at this point, like, you're considering whether a nigga's life is at risk.
Would I be though?
You would. Mate, a nigga's vomiting stomach acid.
Yeah,
Like,
bro,
it's
that-
deep
that
now.
is a bit
It's
hectic.
deep now.
That is a
I was
bit
thinking
hectic.
this nigga needs to go get his stomach pumped, all of
Facts.
that.
Someone did get their stomach pumped that night though. One of the homies. I won't say a name,
I think
but
there
yeah.
might have been someone that spiked.
Because that was
'Cause-
accusation
yeah.
like later on
Yeah,
the Joes.
there's-
Someone
Yeah, people were
Jesus.
saying that because he was even saying he didn't make that much to get that fucked.
crazy. But anyway, the stomach acid. Yeah.
But yeah, he's vomiting his stomach acid. Now, 2 German shepherds run through the
Now you
park.
can't be.
I swear to God, now it's like,
Well, all
voila.
the events is
like,
crazy.
voila.
it's like 1 a.m. Mates, I'm so
Can I
hyped.
actually tell this part of the story?
Tell,
Because this
tell.
guy, Oaks, this Donny here doesn't see me. Oh wait, these dogs pull up. So we all see them like, so we're in the middle of the park. They're at the top there. There's another exit there at the road. I'm like, yo, everyone dashes. This guy goes, nah, we together.
Mates, I was so hacked. There's so much going through my mind. Like, there's this nigga here who's passed out. If we leave these niggas, these dogs are gonna finish him.
No, and you won't even
No, like
know.
shit, like what he did was valid, but didn't dare my heart. I did this. I said, ah.
But you know what? Those dogs ran past us.
Yeah, they chased everyone else.
Yeah.
And boy, those niggas were doing a lot. Lingelo jumped on top of some of these wall.
No.
Luandi climbed the tree. Paul just ran down there. I was like, yo.
So yeah, dude, we've had mad nights out, eh?
Right, there's been some crazy stories, dude. Like, I know one of my worst drunk stories, dude. Like, I don't even know if I want to tell it, but no, I'm not gonna tell it, dude. Actually, no, fuck it, it's not that deep, dude. So my parents now it wasn't for my birthday. It was just like as like a present to me. Like they gave me a nice pair of like a new glasses frame, basically. So I wear glasses. They got me a nice new frame. Gucci frame, fucking beautiful, like one of the
those
best
ones?
frames. Yeah, fucking, remember how hot those were?
No.
Now, yo, we fucking 15, dude, to get to this party. You were at that party. I think you might have been at that party.
Wait,
At Mixes like 16th or 8th,
Yeah.
15th or something like that.
I went with you, nah? I'm pretty sure. What are you doing? What is that?
It was the same night that Paul passed out on the bed and all those hands like taking selfies.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay,
I was probably-
so now 2 things happened that night now, but I wasn't blackout, but I was very drunk, like I was fucked up now.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it's, hey, let's go swim. I hear, oh, we're gonna go swim. Away, clothes are coming.
Away?
I'm running into the water. Boy, huh?
You were like, oh wait, now I'm down for it.
Yeah,
You were excited.
why is that weird?
What time? It was late as well.
Yeah, it was at night. It was like 7 o'clock.
So
at
you're
night.
one of those.
That's 7 at night. Yeah, dude, get drunk and jump in the pool.
Never.
Dude. That's live.
Never.
What's wrong with that?
No, I didn't.
Nah, fuck off. Anyway, so now I'm running, dude. I'm already like by the pool. I'm about to jump. I hear, wow, it's your glasses. I'm like, fuck it. Take my glasses like this. Voo. I throw them like that, dude. Voo, 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 over the wall. Now I'm swimming. I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying. Get out the pool. Now it's time. Now it's time to get dressed and leave. Wear my glasses, looking in the bushes. Rest of the night, I was just looking in the bushes for my glasses. Never found them.
Of what happens when you colour things.
He
bro?
searched for like 2
I was in
weeks.
Halloween,
Dude, over the wall.
I don't know if I threw it over the wall, but there was a kid there that said to me, dude, this is my theory. There was a kid that was like, hey, I really like your glasses now. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. So I think that kid waited for me now to fuck up and slip up. And when I threw my glasses, they landed in the bush. He saw it, he took my glasses, and then he went and he sold them. That's my theory, dude. I believe that. Like, I firmly believe that's what happened. But I lost those glasses, and then, yeah, my parents weren't very happy with me.
But even if that was the case, yeah, you deserve it.
fair.
The way you were colouring the pool at night.
Dude, it's not that
please,
deep.
What's this in gym, the course?
Yeah, what's wrong with swimming at night? Oh, you don't know how to
Night.
swim, yeah?
At night, I can swim. I choose not to.
Mm.
Yeah, you at night.
Am I
pools
wrong
off.
for wanting to swim at night?
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame.
Yeah,
I put
I've
foreplay
done
on
it
you.
before, but it's not something I do.
If I go out, I'm not gonna jump in the pool.
Yeah, especially if I go out. Like if it's a
No.
house party,
Yeah.
not a chance.
Oh, now I'm just one of those niggas, man.
Now you're gonna swim, now you're gonna
drunk.
come out, put those clothes back on, now you bash.
No, but
It's
but
long,
luckily I was dating a girl who was like best mates with the other girl who was hosting, so it was calm. The girl that you try to steal from me, yeah. But yeah, so I could go get lotion.
And hearing that.
I could go get lotion and then moisturize myself.
But did you?
No. Oh, and then the second story that happened that same night was, this girl wanted to give me a head, but I was too drunk and I couldn't get a boner. So
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they made a song about
I
it.
remember laughing at you for that.
It wasn't that deep. It was that deep, actually.
was
It
cut
was
from-
pretty deep. It was pretty
Hopes.
deep.
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard a story about you having to take care of drunk niggas. What's your worst experience with that, huh? Just a question.
Is this a story that you're actually gonna tell?
Never. No. I'll
rate
never
you
put
could
the other
tell it
nigga
now,
on
but Don't
blast.
say his name.
No, don't say his name.
I rate you tell it though.
Ah,
No. I'm actually not gonna. Nah.
No, but no. Okay, no. Listen. Give a number of likes and or comments, and then leak the story. Sneak peek. If it's a story, I think, where you had to like wipe a nigga's bum.
but you see now people know that story and they already know who the person is. So
Okay, no, but if those already know, then that bit there's like niggas know. It's not nothing new.
yeah, people know. You know what I mean? Nah, but don't bring this
But I
up.
still I don't want to put it on
Don't-
blast and
don't-
remind
but don't
people.
do
You know
that.
what I mean?
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm not.
I wasn't there. It was just a story I heard. So.
It's
I was
happened
there
more
for
than
one of them. I was
once.
there for one of them.
One of them, yeah.
I was still talking about it.
Yeah, let's talk about Liz. What did you want to say? Liz, what did you want to say?
We're talking about something else now.
Now you
Yeah.
can switch it.
Oh, what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's late for that now.
Oh,
I was gonna say sing the song, dude.
oh no chance. We'll probably get copyright striked as well if we sing it.
What song? Yeah, dude.
No, I'm not gonna sing it. Fuck that shit, dude. Anyways,
If you had
on.
a story,
yeah,
Huh?
you said something about you want to expose someone.
and you said that I was involved in it as well.
So what is
I
that
just asked
story?
you.
Oh, was that the?
Yeah.
I just asked you.
But you said he
is
was
that
in.
it?
I said you were involved.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
that was the one.
that story will actually probably never come out like ever in a million years. Dude.
Unless you give us 10K marks.
Hey, anyway, okay, I have a question. Are any of you guys religious?
Oh yeah.
You're
I
religious.
want to say for the most part.
Yeah.
What religion would you say you follow?
Christianity.
I think I'm still on my journey. I went through the longest time where I was atheist, straight up.
Yeah.
Didn't believe in any. I thought you die, you get in a box, and you're there for the thousands of years that came before you.
Jeez, okay, wow.
But I believe in a higher power. I'm still on my journey to figuring that out for myself. So, yeah.
Okay. So now I have a question then for you two then, since you guys are Christian, you identify as Christian. Is it not possible for heaven to be full? Like, is heaven not full already?
That's a.
Okay, but I need to,
I think you're thinking of heaven as too physical a place,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Like, first of all, we already know heaven's not like a place where you physically take your whole body up to,
Yeah.
you know? So obviously, when you're looking at things from that type of scope, you're not going to look at it as, okay, how much land mass is there for enough people to actually be there, you know? It's all very spiritual. So like, since we're already talking about spirituality, you're not going to assume that you have to be there in your physical body when you've been focusing all your life on your spiritual self.
Okay.
also you have to deep that if let's say there's a higher power that did create the earth, create heaven, create hell. If you can make a whole planet now and you can't like renovate and there by heaven, like surely like
Sweet, yeah.
you can like make plans.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
whenever like, you're the person where they're like
Mm.
you have to deep it like
Okay.
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Like, planet, galaxy. You know, like the Earth isn't even that big in like the grand scheme of things in terms of like
Facts.
planets in our solar system,
Mm.
let alone the universe. So surely, if you can do all that,
There's more
you
than
can, you
enough
can, you can,
space.
Yeah.
There's more than
you
enough
know,
space.
you can get more space. You know?
Okay, I hear you. But I don't know. Okay, so this is gonna snowball to a bunch of questions I have about religion. Let's just chat about it now. So now the next thing that I want to ask is, then, like, wouldn't like if you're a spirit now? Let's say now you've passed away. Now you're going into this afterlife now. As a spiritual person, or as that spirit going into heaven, you assume that you'll have free will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, like you'll have free will, like as a spirit, to go into the afterlife and experience the afterlife. Yes,
Yeah.
but then would that not just be another form of immortality? Do you know what I mean? Like, would you not then also get bored of being on heaven, because technically you're living for eternity? You know what I mean? So would you not get, like, you know what I mean? Like,
We're
would you
actually
have
having
a
this
purpose?
conversation that
Yeah, like, would you have a purpose in heaven?
It's more of a like, have you ever been like gang deep in thought?
Yeah,
Like later been like gang deep in
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
And like you can just go on for time. Like not actually physically doing anything, you're just sitting doing fuck all. So obviously like in heaven, like people aren't actually doing things, not that I imagine, like I just like picture like oaks just doing the bare minimum.
For sure.
Mm.
Cause like everyone like works gang hard throughout their life. Now you can finally like park cause there's nothing else to do.
I hear you. But then now, if you have all of this time, let's say you have a bucket list of things that you want to do. You want to try read all of this. Like, let's just say like heaven is this place where you like this, the afterlife. You can do whatever you
Yeah.
want now. But then now, let's say after 30,000 years now, that's how long it takes you to feel like a fulfilled human being. Would you really feel like you have a purpose to be in heaven? You know what I mean? Would you not then be like, okay, I've done everything that I want to do. I've lived the sweetest life that I want to live. Now what?
There is also a thing of like reincarnation.
Okay, yeah.
So like let's say you do die. And that also like runs back to the whole deja vu thing. So let's say you die now, you die to heaven, whatever. 2050, you come back as Chinese Eid. But like it's still your same soul that went up, but like you just came back down.
But the thing is, you don't remember anything.
You don't, but that's why like you get shit like deja vu. Because you'll do something so similar and it triggers a memory in your head and you're like, oh shit.
So
This
do
is
you
so
believe
familiar.
in? Do you believe in reincarnation?
I'm not necessarily, because at this year I believe in religion for the most bit.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I deeped it, yeah, like I was really thinking about it as well, like when you were saying it, and like it kind of goes back to like our first explanation of why there wouldn't be enough space. It was just like a physical thing.
Yeah.
Like I think also trying to think about it in a very physical thing, like time, you know,
Yeah.
like I feel like maybe time would also like very differ as well, because remember it's not that let's say you pass away, right? And then you're here, and then they give you a big house, and then they just say, do whatever you think you can do, and then we'll see you later. I feel like it's also like when you get to heaven, you're one part like given this eternal peace to like fulfill yourself in every way, but then it's still this continuing journey, because like if you could live forever, right? It's this chat that you're not just going to be by yourself. Like there's plenty of people around us as is. Like in this small time span that we have on Earth, we meet hundreds, if not like millions of people like every day. Like people pass you by. Like you have the opportunity to strike a conversation with anyone, you know? So now like you can maybe think about that in the heaven sense as well. Like even though like I've been given this eternal peace, like I'm following everything I want to do, I could maybe bump into
Like your maths teacher or something.
someone cooler than that though.
I was also like looking like some of the dope ass celebrity.
Yeah, like,
Travis Scott.
yeah, I mean, he's still, yeah. Let's see who, like Michael Jackson, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like strike up conversations with him, but like passion, like learn something new. You know, like it's a chance to, like live out. At least like from my time, fuck. From my from my perspective, at least from my perspective, it's this thing like where you can live out every life that you could have like maybe lived. You know, like not necessarily like live those lives, but like see things.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like, what if you reach that point where you've finished doing all of that? Like, you've lived every life.
But how can you though? When if we look at it in a timescape, like you can never really do anything to its fullest. Like you can never live life to its fullest. Because listen, let's say I learned everything about physics right now, right? And obviously that's going to take big time, you know, it's going to take years.
Facts.
But you know, like we learn new things every time. So now I'm learning about this thing. Then a physicist dies and he tells me, no, what we were studying back in the day is a bit wrong.
Exactly.
Let me enlighten you about something else, you know? Like, so if we do have that time where centuries could pass over and we're still doing things, obviously the new enrollees, the people, you know, the people that come from Earth,
Okay.
can now also enlighten you about like the new stuff that's been happening, the
There's
new
new
stuff that takes
things.
place.
It's
you
like
know?
the tech space. I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah, you can actually do that comparison.
NFTs and the metaverse are coming into play
Yeah.
now.
Ooh.
But
Yeah. What are we
Yeah.
touching on it? Huh? Are we touching on it? Yo, no, but I hear you though. I do
Yeah.
get what you're saying. So it's like an endless thing. So like you'll never be able to finish doing things because more things will carry on happening and happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
so more shit becomes possible to do.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's interesting. The reason why I ask is just because there's a show called The Good Place. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a good show. You guys should really watch it. And they kind of like explore like this one idea of what the afterlife is, and then they include like all of these different like philosophies that all of these philosophers had. So it's like it's a sitcom also, but it's like really good. So like they like introduce all of these things, and you just think like, yo, this could be one rendition of the afterlife. This could be another rendition of the afterlife. So yeah, no, but it's interesting to think of though. It's interesting. Me personally, I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I'm agnostic, I would say. So I do believe in a higher power, but the thing is, I don't agree with some of the principles in some religions for me to say that I am one. You see what I'm saying? I can't say I'm Christian because I don't follow everything that a Christian person should. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I can't identify with one religion. But yeah, but I do believe in spirituality and all of that. So
yeah.
but yeah, it's some interesting stuff to think about, dog. It really is. It really is.
Yeah, very interesting.
What do you niggas think about like, okay, now, religion in general? Because like my view of religion has always been that I don't want to say like Christianity is like the one above all, but like in some, like at least in a span of time, Christianity is maybe where things spanned off from. Because I feel like every religion is a different interpretation, a different side of the world's view of that higher being, you know? Because and it's a like I would like to actually like speak with someone who's actually like Islam and Muslim, because I recently read how they also like in a sense believe in Jesus and everything, and they believe in like their higher power. And I also like wanted to like really, if we can fact check it, like whether Allah is the name of their God or is Allah Arabic for God, you know? And like there will be like those small
Oh, okay. I see what you're
idiosyncrasies where
saying.
they'll be like, okay, like in some sense, a lot of religions are teaching you the same thing. It's be the best person you can be that helpful brother to your neighbor and everything like that, you know, like so it's just being a good person and a decent human.
Okay.
But then it's like they stem off into where the influences of like your area, like the area would like essentially like divert them, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the reason for Christianity like being like so dominant is because of colonization.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fully.
You know, the Bible is the most sold book every year.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for like the past 20 years, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go.
It's crazy.
Colonization.
I think though, like, let me not even say Christianity, religion. Like to say, like, what is the original one? Is, I don't know. That's lost in time. You know what I mean? Like that's lost in time.
Yeah.
But obviously, you'll believe that your religion was the first one, and you know what I mean. But like historically speaking, dude, like it's lost in time. Who created who? Who created what? When? You know what I mean? But it, I don't know. I think there's a reason that everybody has like different beliefs in different religions, even though they can be the same, like you said, like the similar story, but it just in different belief systems. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's I don't know what to say, because I want to tread lightly. You know what I mean? I don't want to be offensive to anyone, but yeah, to say there's an original, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a bit tough.
Yeah. I guess you could, because I mean none of us are creating time machines anytime soon, you know.
Yeah.
You never know, brother. You never know.
Huh? Got something cooking.
You Hey, dude, don't worry
In the
about
garage.
it. Don't worry about
Shut up. It's on making
Focus
time.
on the song.
Shut up. It's yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just think it really just comes down to like what draws you the most, like what you feel will bring out the best in yourself. You know, like that's Christianity is like being one of the biggest things for me, like for a long time. Like obviously, like when I was younger, it was really just like that thing your parents would take you
Yeah.
to. It's like, yeah, no, Sundays
Sunday.
you're going to church. Like you can't say no, mama, I don't want to go to church today. You know, like even if you're tired, like you're going. You
Day
know?
in, day out.
Yeah. So then like it grew up as this thing, and then when I got older, like my parents went to this new church, and then they were like touched down at church like 3 times a week, and it was long, dude. Like man was babysitting now. Like my weekends were looking mad iffy. It's like I was like, Ma, can I go out? It's like, no, we have church in the morning. What do you mean? You know, like it was always so long. It was always so long, and like for a long time, yeah, like I kind of resented this idea. It was like church is like kind of taking away from like time for me to be me. You know, like I'm always here at home, or I'm out there at church. And it always felt like very forced. But then like I kind of like took a step back. As I got older, obviously, like now I can say, no, I'm not going to church on Friday because that's mad. I'm not going to church on Monday. No, you know.
Yeah.
So I just I took a step back. I said, no, like I need to look at it as my high power. I need to see Jesus Christ in his fullness. You know, like I can't say I'm resentful because that church decided 3 days a week was going to be a cool thing to do. No, like I really grounded myself in this idea that I need to really kind of help myself be the best me I can be, and I saw I could do that through Christ. You know?
I have a question though, like, and this is gonna get very deep and controversial. Like, it might be a bit touchy. So this, I'm just posing this question. This is like a theory that's out there, but then now. You just said that like Christianity has helped you like better yourself as a person, right? But then now there's people out there that would argue that okay, religion is just a concept created as a coping mechanism for people. So what do you think of that? Like the idea, you see what I'm saying? Like the idea that people create religion like as this thing to cope, that okay, like I'm living my life and living by these principles in the hopes that the highest creator, the highest being who created this world that is, you know, beyond comprehension, like the fact that, you know what I mean, like the world is fucking crazy, but yeah, like they created like, you know, religion to cope with that idea and to cope with themselves and give themselves like a, you know, like a drive to live, kind of give them like a purpose.
I used to believe that religion was a way of controlling society. So it's niggas I'm just purging out here. But yeah, recently I've come to the realization that there has to be something out there, some sort of higher power. So yeah, as I said, I'm still on that journey.
For sure.
I mean, I definitely hear what you're saying, and it's a thing like
No, that's the theory. It's not my belief. That's just the theory.
oh, it's just
Yeah,
a theory.
It's just a theory.
Yeah, but like I've definitely deeped it before, you know. Love not only on like the way to cope, but like the governing system as well. Because like if we like look back like I think 17th century or even earlier, you know, like churches had a lot of power, you know, like politically wise, you know, and that's one of the things I'm so iffy about. Like I want religion to be able to like practice in a more dominant space, but like I also don't want it to have power over people, because like we've seen and the thing is, like, so many people say they're Christian. Like Hitler, he was Christian.
Oh, was Hitler Christian?
I never knew that on you, lads.
I had no idea.
A lot of like dictatorial leaders back in the day, like they'll base whatever they do is in saying like, this is God's word. You know, this is what I'm doing to get God's, and that's how they also like bring a lot of people in. So it's like this thing is like the Bible and stuff is like, it's this thing that's supposed to be like openly, not necessarily interpreted, but like openly viewed, and so you can set it for your life, you know, because Jesus spoke in parables as well. So he didn't like give us straight sentence like, look, instruction manual, here you go.
Yeah,
like, you know, it was supposed to cater towards everyone's life. So it was kind of like a metaphors, you know.
A lot of it's interpretation.
So it was how you see it and how it connects to your life that's important. But because that's how it worked for so many leaders, and you know, you can't really run a church on that basis. Like every church is gonna choose something they're gonna define it, even though it's not defined in the Bible. They're gonna say no, but like it's like this, you know. So that's why I'm like, I've never been so keen for like the organizational part, because the moment it does get organized, then things start taking such a left. Like the Aryan race, guys, what is that?
Yeah, no.
The Aryan race, bro, what's that?
Even like with the KKK, bro. With the KKK as well, dude. Like,
Men
the
have
whole
blonde hair,
racial
blue eyes, and think they're the shit. Please.
That doesn't make sense, huh?
No, it is fact. It is fact. I think it just goes back to this thing of like some people, like especially extremists, like will weaponize religion. Like they'll literally weaponize it when it's not supposed to be that at all. It's supposed to be like a spiritual following for someone. It's supposed to be something that someone lives their lives by. You know what I
There
mean?
was a time, I don't know like which period it was, but it was like maybe the 1500s, like time ago. Like Hans would do shit, like nowadays that would be normal, but then it was like, nah, that's witchcraft. And then just
Yeah, in the
murder and say, nah,
1600s, dude.
this
Like,
is against God's thing.
it is
Then they
mad.
light you on fire, blood.
Yeah.
It was
That
mad.
was-
I used to
I-
execute niggas.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking
It's like the
crazy.
most famous, at least the one I know, was like the Salem witch hunts, bro. Like the moment the moment any woman decided she was intelligent, not even decided, like she was intelligent, like
Yeah, like, she just
they
acted
knew
out
stuff.
of-
But I also think that has a lot to do like men's egos, you know.
That's
Like,
the thing, dude.
we
Like,
built- we
but they
built a
did
culture.
it based off, because they'd have like the priest be like the main Donny leading the execution.
But that's also crazy though. You're a priest. What are you doing at this execution though?
Exactly. What gives
You know?
them the right
Oh,
to take a life?
but
like-
isn't it back to that whole thing of doing it in the name of God?
Yeah,
That's the whole
because
thing.
Christianity was like up there.
Save
Like,
your
then.
soul
They were
and
just doing a
whatnot.
lot.
But then, speaking of witchcraft and like this whole religion chat, but like it also ties in with tradition as well, like with ancestral beliefs and you know all of that. Like the fact that in African religion or African culture, let's say, because it's not even just South African, it's African. Like there's the belief that like witchcraft and voodoo, like you know, are real. So
That
now
shit's real.
let's get controversial.
That shit's
Let's get controversial. That's what I was about to ask. Do you Oaks believe?
I don't know, but I've heard some things. I heard some things last year in Camas Key. Like this one told me she was in an old girls' school and like someone pissed her off, and then she went to her room. She put a hex on the sun. She's a chakran. She put a hex on the sun. A month later, the hun gets expelled from the school.
That's crazy.
I said, blood.
I'll be honest, man. African culture, dude, is not something to be played with.
Bro, I
dude.
learned
I'll
so
be
much
honest,
about
dude.
it when I was in KZN
Yeah.
for school. Like those niggas taught me a lot.
Boy,
about it.
that's
And I
the
used
thing.
to disrespect it, eh? I used to disrespect it. Nah, you niggas are talking shit. How can a nigga strike another nigga with
Yeah.
lightning?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
My thing is like, at first, like as a kid, like when they used to say, "Oh, the lawyer," I used to be like, "Oh, okay, the lawyer." But like as you get older, dude, you hear things and you see things, and you're like, "Okay, yo, like this might be fucking crazy, dude." Like especially like when you hear stories about people who have their summoning to become a sangoma.
And it's out of
I've
control.
actually got a story. I was about to tell a
For
story.
sure,
Well,
right
not a full story,
Yeah.
but like an experience with it in my family.
Oh yes,
So
yes,
maybe one day I'll tell the full story.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not
for sure.
right
You don't
now.
have to. You don't have to.
So before I was also on that thing of yeah, no, the stuff's not real. Like, how can you prove this to me? You know what I mean? And then I had that experience last year with my aunt and my sister,
I remember.
and it was like you remember how shocked
Yeah.
and shaken
No,
I was
boy, I
that day.
remember.
It was like
It's actually deeper.
it's deeper, but like it also just opens your eyes to this new possibility that you thought, you know,
Dude, exactly,
Yeah.
that like,
exactly.
this stuff's not real. What? It just opens you up to that, and you know you learn about it, even if you don't want to be involved in it. Like I'm speaking for myself
Yeah.
personally. I don't want to be involved in it, but I have to acknowledge that this is something that happens
Yeah,
in my family and our culture,
yeah,
and it's something that I do want to learn about because it's something that happens, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So one day I'll tell the story, not right now, but yeah.
No, you don't even have to tell it. It's like
Yeah.
a more family thing. But
Yeah,
dude,
maybe
it's
I'll tell the
fucking
story.
crazy, dude. Like because like you'll think to yourself like, oh, dude, like you know, this is bullshit. But then you see things. You know what I mean? Like you'll see things like things that you don't even think are possible that will fucking happen, dude. That's crazy. It's crazy, and like it's hard to explain it to somebody else who isn't the same as you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we all here like identify with different African cultures. We all here, like I'm assuming, have had similar experiences or have had some experience with this stuff. But you can't go to your friend who lives in, I don't know, the UK and be like, yo, did you know what happened? Like this. It won't be the same. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's not something to be messed with. It really isn't.
Be careful, guys.
I've heard a few funny stories about that. Like my one mate from KZN was telling me that there's a guy who's disrespecting people and all of that, and they lawyered him. They made him smell like shit for life. So that's shit. I used to laugh at that type of shit and be like, man, these Zulu niggas, you niggas are crazy.
That's funny, yeah, but that's also deeper as well.
It is.
Imagine like in the like you're scrubbing yourself. You say,
But the smell's not going
like you
away.
say, "Yo, please, bitch," and then you still come out. and be like,
Nah, for real. You can't
After the
do
third
anything.
shower, you still stink. It's bigger than your neck. Then I'm saying, yeah, but long. It's just long.
That's your sin, dude. That's your sin.
I'll
Your
just
sin
fuck
to
that
shit.
boy, bro.
It is deep.
So yeah.
And I feel smelling like quap socks, yo. Like, you know, you go out, like a nigga walk past you.
I don't understand how you can do that, eh? Like,
Leave the house like
how
that.
you can leave the house smelling like corpse.
I think it's a serious responsibility for your family though, because like there are niggas like their nose like often like your nose isn't trained on yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you'll get up, you'll do whatever you do, and then you think yeah you're fine. So it's really on the people around you to say, listen, go back upstairs and hit that shower, bro.
But I think it's also a thing of you looking after yourself, you know?
But that's if. But I'm saying like if you did your routine, you know, yeah, and then you stole.
Yeah, no, definitely. The niggas around you should be able to say to you straight out.
Dude, that cologne isn't for you, you know.
For me, it's a bit deep, bro. For me, it's a bit deep because, like, sometimes, bro, like, someone won't be able to afford, you know what I mean, to buy, like, roll-on, to buy, you know what I mean? That person that you walk past might not be able to afford, like, that shield roll-on, you know what I mean? But then the thing is, like, if it's, for example, in a situation like this, you know what I mean? Like, you know it's your boy, but you just know that they haven't fucking showered. Then, yeah, you should be telling your boy, like, mate, you smell, go take a shower. And like yesterday, I smelled yesterday. That's why I needed to roll on because I fucking smelled. Yo, like my nose is trained for myself. Like if I smell, like I'll be like, okay, shit, I smell.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean? But luckily for me, I'm in the position where I can go to the store, buy 4 roll-ons or 5 roll-ons and have like
Yes, yes.
supply. You know what I mean? Roll-ons 20 rand. Dude. It's 20 rand. You know what I mean? But some people can't say like your roll-on is just 20 rand. So it's not fair to like criticize those people. But also you never
more
know.
of like what I like have in high school and at a jaw. Whoever was at IEB private school, Gala, whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm staying at the club there, wherever I'm in Cape Town.
Yeah, no, that's
a lot of the
that's
people that we are around have similar financial situations.
I hear
Obviously,
you.
there's the odd one that obviously comes from a more disadvantaged background, but majority of the niggas we chill with,
no,
if they
for
quap
real,
in,
real.
I'm gonna tell a nigga you quap.
Especially if you're buying bottles instead of roll-on. Hey, nigga, go buy some fucking
for
roll-on.
sure.
Yes.
Oh, it's the worst thing. You at a club, man, and a nigga with warm breath tries to chat to you. Yo,
Dude, I'm
blood.
gonna be honest now. Actually, nah.
Be
I'm gonna just say
Be honest, dude.
it's the black label niggas. It's those niggas. It's the black label niggas. That's all it is. Whoever you picture in your head, it's those the black label niggas. Yeah, no, for real.
I actually have a question for you, Oaks.
Yeah.
I'm steering a little bit now, but if you mentioned the self-care, looking after yourself thing, right? I feel like it's a common thing, right, amongst men. Maybe not us, but amongst men in general, that they see things like looking after yourselves as, oh, that's too feminine, that's too, or they say things like, oh, that's gay, dude, like, what the fuck?
You're a fool.
So, like, let's speak on that. Why is that a thing? Like, why is looking after yourself taken as, you know, as a bad thing?
If that's the case.
First
I'm
of
a
all, the
bad
problem
bitch.
there is saying,
baddie.
is implying that,
I'm a baddie.
first of all, the problem there is implying that being a feminine man is a bad thing. First of all. Second of all, why do you use that as a comparison, as the standard?
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like how can you look down upon someone who takes care of themselves?
Especially hygienically, like that doesn't make
Exactly,
sense. But I feel like the most obvious answer, right, is that self-care and like, you know, I think it's also the way it's labeled, maybe, that people, it doesn't make sense in people's heads, but like the thing of doing your nails, you know, taking care of your hair, like that, in some people's minds they associate that automatically with femininity. That's the thing, that's what they associate with. Like, no, like I have a girlfriend, she's always doing her nails, she's always doing her hair, so that's a girl thing. So like, why are you as a man doing that? You know what I mean? So I feel like also people need to understand that there's no rule that says that a guy can't do his nails. There's no rule that says that a guy can't I don't know, like wear like cologne or whatever the fuck. You see what I'm saying? So it is pretty
all the
dumb.
time with my mom.
Yeah.
To my feet, get facials. So no.
I think it's a culture thing. Yeah, I think it's a culture thing. Because, like, if we look at, like, if we take it back, you know, like in time, remember, like, we all had, like, the gender roles back then were really strong. You had your wife who would stay home, you know, who's, I won't say whole purpose, but, like, she had to, like, essentially, like, look nice as well, while also maintaining the household. Well, the nigga was supposed to go out there and work, you know? So it's this idea of, are you doing enough as a nigga? Like, I think maybe from the April, like, I don't really get it as well, but, like, are you doing enough as a nigga that you have the time to be taking care of yourself, doing this, doing that, doing that? Shouldn't you be working, you know? Like, niggas had to provide, especially, like, when I look at it from like maybe like my grandfather's stage, you know, like they had to work. You know, I'm not saying like women didn't have to work, but I'm saying like culturally, that was how it was built. Your wife was looking nice for your entire house, you know? Like no one was gonna, back in the day, no one was gonna judge a nigga for like looking a bit dirty if they weren't working in the offices. Cause you knew, oh wait, he was breaking his back doing in the mines, or you know, he was working here or there. Like, and that's how like they also showed like their masculinity, like they were men. Yeah, hard labor. So now I think it's also like a time thing. So now niggas, everyone is up, you know. We're also looking at it from like maybe like a privileged standpoint that our family work in those offices, you know. Yeah. You know, they're not necessarily doing all that like that hard labor. Not saying they're not working, but like they're not in the mines and shit. Like they're in offices, you know. So for them, it's like we grew up in an environment where self-care is a luxury we could have. I think everyone should be, you know, have access to self-care, because I was like, just keep up with good hygiene, and it makes you feel so nice when you're finished.
Mate,
like, you just feel so good.
I think in this day and age, if you look down upon niggas that take care of themselves, like I'll judge you.
Especially for the reason like that he's just not being mad. You think it's feminine as well, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It is.
Come on, dude. I want to feel and look good, so I'm gonna be it.
No, straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
But
bro.
also, like, I've noticed people don't shower, and again, whoever you picture in your head, but people do not shower, bro. Like, I know, yo, people just don't bath, dog. I don't know why. Like, it's like Oaks are scared of water. Like, they don't like shower.
I love
bro.
the shower.
That's what I'm saying.
I shower for time.
You full of
Like
time.
my man even has me all the time.
I could watch a YouTube video in the shower, dude. Like I have YouTube put up there. Not like a full 20-minute thing, you know, but like some like short things.
I just have like a mini concert. It's just me.
Yeah,
I'm just turning up. I'm
pumping.
And then there's sometimes when you're just there, you're staring like you're just thinking about life, dude. And
That's why
just
I have most of my thoughts.
Exactly,
Yeah,
literally.
brainstorm in the shower.
It's fucking crazy.
Like I enjoy it.
Yeah. Can I do a full 180 on us? I'm gonna do a full 180 on us. So, the metaverse, like we haven't spoken about it ever, like with 8 episodes in it, we've never mentioned the metaverse. So what are Oak's thoughts? Talk to me now.
Listen, when it's fully up and running, like of that vision that face Mark gave us, like when he first announced it, like when that's like fully up and running, I think it's gonna be like that movie I told you about, like
Ready Player One.
Yeah.
What movie?
Yeah.
Ready Player One.
Oh,
yeah.
Nah, I haven't seen it. I've seen it on Netflix though.
But you must check
Dude, watch that movie. Yes,
Like I think it's gonna be like that, and like I hope it doesn't take away from niggas' hygiene, like we're just chatting about.
I think I think it's definitely gonna take
No,
away.
100%.
We still hit that shower, you know, but like it's this idea that, you know, like we're gonna put so much emphasis on working and living on the online space, you know.
Going further and further into the matrix.
The thing that I don't like though about the metaverse is that people always tie it in with crypto and NFTs. That's why the people who don't believe in the metaverse don't believe in it. It's because they thinking, oh shit, it's all of this crypto and NFT shit. That's what people like think. But the metaverse is actually the internet, bro.
But a lot of people that hate on the crypto, the NFT, the metaverse space, they're not even educated on it.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of the people that hate on it have not taken the time to actually go learn about it, to have an educated opinion on it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense, because I feel like after I went and learned about it, like I found all that shit so interesting.
Yeah.
And the first thing I did, I went and copped an NFT with
Maybe
for my business partner.
I feel like I feel like maybe people see it as like a thing of maybe it's a traditional mindset of, oh, you are making money from this thing, but you're not doing good old fashioned hard work. You know what I mean?
That's
So
like
you're not doing manual labor. You're not getting an office job. You're not. You know what I mean?
There's no formula to life.
But that's my point.
Exactly.
Exactly. There's so many different things you can do and so many different avenues, especially as time goes on, because technology advances. Like, I mean, we've just seen now with the pandemic, we discovered that we don't need an office to work. We can work at home. That's one good example. So I think it's the people that are hating or the people that are like, yeah, no, we can't go to this. What is going on? This is wrong.
I think it's just a lot of people just being so closed-minded, because I've heard of too many people say that NFT space is like the internet in the 1990s.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, just open your mind to educate yourself on it, because now if everyone around you is now making a bag in 10 years, and now you're gonna look back at it and say,
That's the thing. But that gets tricky though, because like, okay, obviously, you know, shout out to the OGs. Like, the OGs are the OGs, you know what I mean? Like Warren Buffett, like the fact that he doesn't believe in it, like, yes, like he's the fifth richest person in the world,
But
right?
you see, that's someone who'd have an educated
No, that's what I was
opinion.
about to say. But then also, like, the only reason why I can't take what he's saying is because, like, dude, it's not 1980 anymore. You know what I mean? Like, yes, like Wall Street and all of that shit. Like, we get you a Wall Street legend. You are 100%. You're more educated on economy than all of us here combined. Yes. But also, just because something isn't traditional doesn't mean it can't be traditional at some point. You know what I mean? Traditional doesn't mean that things have to be the same for the next 700 years, dude. Along the way, there's going to be new industries that pop up that end up becoming a part of the culture, etc., etc. Like the metaverse, NFTs, crypto, dude, it's a fucking crazy space. And like, I do suggest that if you aren't into it, search it up. Even if you don't like it, just search it up and understand what is going on. Because it's fucking insane. Like, your mind will be blown by the opportunities and the situations that you can put yourself in.
Bro, it's created so many opportunities for so many people.
That's the thing, dude. That's the
Like,
thing.
people that come from all sorts of background. I
Literally,
read
bro.
the other day that there was a family in like 2015.
Oh, yeah.
They sold their house, they sold everything, their cars, everything. And last year they took out their Bitcoin. They
Maybe
sold
don't
everything,
do
put it in
that,
Bitcoin. That's ridiculous.
No,
I'd
but
never
still,
do
that's a
that.
bit-
don't sell
I'd
your
never
house,
forced
though.
to
Don't
do
sell
that.
your house. It's
But
not-
But look
But
at
they
them
did
now.
that. They did that, and look at them.
Look
they
at them
up.
now,
No,
bro.
this is not financial advice. No, for real. Don't go sell your house in your car, but just read up on it. Even if you're saving 50 rand a month to invest.
Yeah.
You know what I
think
mean?
with any like traditionalists, the one thing they have to understand is that the economy change. What did I say?
The economy changes.
The economy. Yeah, I said that word correctly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Are you bugging?
Down
bro?
in myself. The economy changes with the people, you know,
Yeah.
and with each time period, different people emerge. You know, like we're certainly not thinking like how the industrialists thought, and the industrialists certainly weren't thinking about the people before them. So I think everything just comes with time, and everything just comes with change. Because what people don't get is what's the hype behind it. You get me? We created the hype, dude. There isn't a other than like crypto, there isn't like for NFTs, there isn't like this how do you say, like backbone. It's like, oh, this thing, you know, like it does 10 million things, it's on my phone, it does this, it does that. It's like, it's art, you know, it's things people enjoy having and things people see value in. Like,
But it's also utility, though.
yeah. But I'm saying like how it started off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was
yeah,
things
for sure.
people saw and they said, I like this.
It literally
and they,
started as digital art.
Literally.
and people said, I'm gonna put a value behind it. That's the current.
And I want to own it. That should be mine.
Yeah.
Even though it's on IG, You can post it on your
But the
story.
thing is,
You can
I also
make it your
I also
profile pic.
hate that argument though. Like I hate that argument.
What?
He's like, oh, I have it on my phone now.
Oh, dude, shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
like,
Shut up.
this is you.
Shut up.
Dude, I
Taking a screenshot of someone
It's
on
like-
Airbnb and saying this is my
Dude, it's like someone coming here and then sleeping here and saying, no, I own this house. I own this house. No, you don't.
Like-
Thanks.
me. I have a photo of the Mona Lisa on my phone. Do I have the Mona Lisa? Come on. Dude. Like, just because I have it on my phone.
Again, it's uneducated oaks.
My
It's
God.
uneducated oaks.
But I
Yeah.
think it does also kind of come with age. Like we are like the newer generation. Like it's mostly popular among millennials. You know what I mean? Like it's a space that is being entered into and being experienced by us. You know what I mean? Like when I tell my dad about the metaverse and stuff, like he's like, oh, okay, that sounds cool, but it's not like a thing where he's like, okay, shit, I'm like all into this and put all my money there. But then me personally, like when I think about, like whenever I make money, like I'm like, oh, okay, no, maybe I should buy some more crypto. Maybe I should da 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 da. You know what I mean? And I'm no crypto expert, dog. I'm still learning. Like I learn new things every day about the space. You know what I mean? But then the fact that I have this knowledge, even if I didn't invest, I'm happy that I took my time to sit down and understand, have like a basic grasp of crypto and NFTs. You know what I mean? But yeah. But the metaverse, dog, it'll in 50 years, the metaverse will be
madness.
fucking insane. It'll
In
be
10 years.
mad.
In 10 years, the niggas that were hating on it, saying it
It's
doesn't
gonna be
make
regular
sense.
at that point.
Yeah,
Nah, for
their jobs will probably be in the metaverse.
Imagine playing FIFA in the metaverse, like being able to be one of the players in the fucking metaverse. Do you know what I mean? Like this shit is fucking insane, dude.
It's crazy.
That's
It's
fucking
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, but we're on the way there already.
Yeah.
Literally on the way with VR and all
Yeah.
Bro, dude, did you guys watch the Apple event?
that.
The WWDC. Bro, Apple is going to take over the world. Nah. Listen to my fucking theory right now. Dude, dude, I don't even know where to start. So firstly, their smart home thing. Liz is waving for the fucking mic in the background. Dude, the way they like implementing their technology, like with CarPlay, with Apple Home, it's insane. Like iOS 16 for future models of cars that come up, like whoever they're in
I
partnership.
think
with, like,
it's
Range
going to
Rover
be
Jaguar.
late next year.
Yeah.
The CarPlay thing is what I want to speak about.
yeah, no, it's
specifically.
late this year. It's this
Is
year.
it this year?
Yeah,
This model
iOS
year?
16 is
Oh,
coming out
Apparently
now.
iOS
No,
16
I'm talking
is
about
dropping with
CarPlay.
the-
Oh yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about
What's
CarPlay,
going on
yeah.
with CarPlay?
So CarPlay, Apple CarPlay will be able to take over your whole car system.
It's like fully
the
immersed
whole
into
car
the
system.
car.
So not just like the stereo. No, everything. Like your speedometer will be an Apple speedometer. Your map will be an Apple map. Your everything, like your oil checks and everything will be Apple. It will be Apple interface, dog. Do you know how fucking
And
insane that is?
like leading car companies have endorsed this already, and they're already working on putting it
Dude,
into their cars.
This is why I think
crazy.
Apple's making a car soon, bro. Because they're taking over the space so carefully. Like Apple is fucking insane. The way they wait, they always wait. Like Samsung can do shit first, great for you, but Apple always perfects it.
So
The way
and
to
Apple has
perfect
script us. Like you will use an Apple product
Live.
until the day you die. You will.
Live,
You will.
For real.
Live.
Yeah.
But dude, Apple is fucking insane, dude. They're literally gonna take over the world. They're entering every space very slowly, dude. Even with Apple Home, dude, like the updates coming to it's just fucking insane, dude. Apple will run the world. They will become $1 trillion,
They are
or $5 trillion company very soon. I'll be honest with you. They're fucking crazy, dude. They're fucking crazy. But yeah, I think we can close it off. Yeah, we can close it off. Any last thoughts? How do you guys feel about the podcast?
Can I bring
Nah,
up,
nah,
can I bring up like a random and terrible, like a random and horrible memory now?
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Like, so I'll never forgive my parents for this. Never ever in my life. And I know we all went through it together. Castor oil.
No, I never.
Yeah,
my parents
never.
loved me.
I never
Yeah.
allowed that. I never allowed that.
Yeah, my parents
Never.
loved me.
I don't know.
allowed
What,
it.
I don't even know what.
Niggas
castor
are saying
oil
like
tastes
they had a choice.
No way. So I had a
They fed it.
never
like,
allowed
I never had
of
the
Brook
choice.
Lux.
I've
Fed
never
it,
allowed
dude.
that one.
Do you not love the chocolate Brook Lux instead? That's what I used
That's
to
what
try,
I
bro.
used to use. Brook Lux.
Because I was a lighty.
Nope.
So come this is
Can I use it? Did they use the sunlight for you?
Nah.
In the arse. Did you get paid?
Nah.
Paid? Like,
Nah.
did they ever pay you? Yeah.
Maybe
Nah,
use
I
sunlight.
never-
No, they
So you
never-
guys had that or not
What-
castor oil?
What my mom's notorious for
never.
was when I either sucked or picked my finger, yeah? She'd like get a needle and prick my finger until like blood drew.
Yo, I'm gonna bleep that out. That sounds like that sounds fucking.
No, like it was mad. It was mad. Like
Did you hear what he just said?
What?
okay, so back in the day, yeah. So obviously, I also had a problem. I think like I would always suck my my finger would always like be in my nose. Like I'd be like here all the time.
Yeah.
So my mom got fed up with it one time. She was like, no, we're done. Every time you do it, every time she sees it, she's gonna get a needle, and then she would prick my finger, and she'd be like, yeah, never again. Until I drew blood as well. So I was like, wow.
Blood? Which one is that?
I was like, wow,
No. Okay, I'm closing it off. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment down below. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Love to you, mommy. No hard feelings. I don't suck my fingers anymore, though. You see?
What?
Regular.
Nah, bro, that's regular dick.